It's been 1 year and 1 month since I bought MG5. I think it's a great car, but today, this is the last day. I'm changing it for a different EV. Do you want to find out what I'm getting? Stay with me. Okay, I have a journey of 202 miles today to collect my new car. It's 185 showing. But I was hoping to make it on one charge without topping it up, but we're gonna find out if I will be able to make it. Okay, so let me give you a little update. I did 21 miles. And I'm getting a 3.7 miles to the kilowatt hour, which isn't bad. However, I haven't reached the motorway just yet. Mainly B roads and A roads. I'm on A50 now. And if I will be going like this, oh, there's a temperature raised up slightly. It's 8 degrees. It was 9, but now it's 8. So it doesn't look good. Seems like I will not be able to make it. But I'm hoping that temperature is going to raise to like 15 degrees soon. I mean, it's only, where's the time? 7:30 in the morning, so it is pretty cold for October. Sadly, MG5 doesn't have the heat pump, so it uses the battery to heat the cabin. That's why the range isn't as great as you would expect at the summer time, for example. Yeah, just go back to that trip we went with the family. We were using aircon on both ways and still managed to get over 220 miles, which is amazing. But here, one person, and I think I will be struggling to get that 200 miles today. But I'm not giving up. I'm gonna try my best. So I'll see you shortly. I'm going to give you another quick update. I did 52.5 miles, averaging 3.4 miles to the kilowatt hour, because I have reached the M1 now, so it doesn't look good. I've got 72% remaining, but let's talk about things that I didn't like about this car. Don't get me wrong, this is a brilliant vehicle. This is a great family, and I think, in my opinion, one of the best value for money family electric cars on the market here in the UK, and I made a video about it, so make sure you click up here and check that out. But there are little things that I didn't like the car, and that's why I'm actually changing to a different electric vehicle. The first one is the infotainment system. It is very slow and laggy, and when you connect to Bluetooth, it just, you got that lag, you got that 2 seconds difference between what you can actually hear and what you can see, let's say if you watch something. So that is very annoying. The sat-nav, super slow, however, I'm not using it. I've tried once and I didn't really like it. Most of the time I use Android Auto maps from Google, and they work just fine. And I think that's what most people will do anyway. Another thing is the light. The headlights are just okay. There's no LED. This is 52 kilowatts an hour. This is standard range. Okay. And there's another thing that I don't like. This is the Excite version. This is the base model. There's also exclusive one. So if you are considering, I would highly recommend to get the exclusive one, because this one doesn't have the keyless entry. And that's one of the things that really frustrates me when I go shopping and I have to find the keys and open the boot. So yeah, I don't like that. Another thing is the seats. We've got 3 children and they get dirty very easily, so I think the exclusive makes sense, because wiping the leather seats is just a lot easier in my opinion. Not to mention about charging. This standard range sadly only can charge up to 50 kilowatts CCS fast charger, which is probably one of the slowest on the vehicles at the moment. Most of the cars can get 100. I believe the long range version offers 100 kilowatt speed. It's not a huge issue for me. However, we are planning to go and visit family in Germany, which is a bit of a long journey, and the last thing I want to be sat for an hour on a fast charger. You know, so this is something to consider if you are buying EV in the future. But no, generally speaking, huge family car, decent boot space, interior inside. There are some plastic here and there, but generally speaking, for what you're actually paying, I think it's a great value for money. Right, I better slow down because I'm still getting 3.5. The temperature is 10 degrees, which is good. So we'll have to wait and see. Okay, so on the 50% battery, and I've got 103 miles left. I did 95 miles already, so it doesn't look good. I've got 60 miles on the motorway still to get to my destination, and there's a few more miles off the M6 after that. .6 miles to the kilowatt isn't bad, but I need 4 because the real capacity of the battery is about 450 kilowatts. So if you do the maths, 4 times 50, 200. Okay, so it's good because it's getting warmer. I've got 94 miles to my destination. I should only be able to do 90 miles, so I need to try my best to make it to my destination. Come on, MG5, this is our last day together, don't let me down. 12 miles remaining. 7.6 miles left. Looking good, looking good. What I did when I have about 20 miles showing, I changed an options on Google Maps and I went off the motorways to try to use as much regenerative braking as possible. And as you can see, it is actually working because now it looks like I'm gonna have 6 miles left when I get there.
In a quarter of a mile, at the roundabout, take the third exit onto Gateshead Highway.
But I think at this point I can tell you what car I'm actually getting. And I'm really excited because this is a car I actually haven't test driven yet. I have arranged a test drive but been let down by some of the dealers. And that's something worth mentioning, like some of the dealers just messing around, and I've sent hundreds of emails because I wanted this MG4 to have as soon as possible. I didn't want to wait, but I'm glad I found the MG Facebook group owner and people willing to buy and hoping to buy this car. And one of the people that works for the dealer made a post and said, guys, listen, we have 2 available, one white long range, which is the car I actually wanted for me because my wife wanted the white car, and he had the grey standard range, and I was like, I want this car. And basically it took us half an hour on the phone to sort everything out. He sent me all the paperwork, PCP, happy days. It can be done, guys. So like some of the dealers like asking hundreds of questions before you even make a quote. It's just ridiculous.
Exit the roundabout onto Gateshead Highway.
So I had to travel 200 miles to get the car here in Newcastle.
3/4 of a mile.
4% remaining, 0 miles on the gasometer, 4.5 miles to get to the garage. I am stressing out a little bit. I normally don't have range anxiety, but I'm in a big city. The last thing I want to stop. But from my personal experience driving EVs, I know when you're 0%, you still got that couple of miles left. I remember my Nissan Leaf 24 kilowatt battery stopped because I wasn't paying much attention how fast I was driving, and I was really cold, and I turned the heating on. And when I was on 0, I still did about 3.5 miles. So I believe there's going to be similar here. So I'm hoping to give you guys that honest opinion. What can you expect when you're really low with your battery? So it is flashing, 4% still, 3.9 miles and 6 minutes left. It will be interesting to see when the turtle is gonna show up. Hopefully it will not, but in my Nissan Leaf I did see the turtle a couple of times in my life. Come on, MG. 3%. Nearly there, nearly there. 2% remaining, 1.3 miles to get there.
Merge onto Coast Road A1058, then use the left 2 lanes to turn left onto the slip road to Silverlink Interchange.
I have arrived, MG Motors. Let me show you that. 2%, 201 miles, 4 kilowatts to an hour. Wow, just about. Let me stretch my legs. Oh, looks like the car, where is it, is just there somewhere. Oh no, it's far in there. It's there. That's my MG4, I believe. It was a tough journey. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Please let me know what you think about the MG5. This MG saved me today. I will be making another video about MG4, so make sure you stick around with me, and I'll put this video up here. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.